Great chapter, long chapter actually. We're gonna quickly break it down, and with this cover page, how are you feeling about it? Are you ready to execute these kids, or?
I think you gotta let them go.
Really?
Unfortunately, gotta let them go.
Ah,
Yeah,
damn.
you gotta let them go. Gotta let them go.
Damn,
man.
damn.
They don't know any better. They see an Oni thing. They just, throwing rocks at it. If they do know that this is Kaido's offspring, then they're like, all right, we don't like Kaido. So we're not going to like baby Kaido either. So I'm not too mad at them. I just need for them to have a conversation at least with the kids. Like, hey, you don't throw rocks at people like that.
People you don't know. I mean, this is what they did with the Kurozumi, and then, look at how Orochi turned out. Dude, if Yamato was evil, let me tell you, Yamato would go around bashing heads in, like Glenn from The Walking Dead. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, but if Yamato was evil, Yamato would have gotten packed up by the Straw Hats too, so.
Dendro, though, he looks so happy, huh? He's just like, I did it.
You think about, what he had to endure.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's fucking ecstatic.
A lot of fun. He's putting his powers to good use. Also, you can see that the factories are still in the background, huh? The weapon factories. I wonder if they're gonna use them.
Yeah, we're gonna change those into brothels.
Oh yeah, put them to work.
Absolutely.
Just put the Wano women to work. That'd be lovely.
Yeah, we got to get the economy back up.
That's horrible. By the orders of Shogun Momonosuke, you must open.
There's a world famous brothel. That's all.
Funny enough,
what else are you gonna do?
If you were to go back to Punk Hazard, Momonosuke, and Kinemon, this is exactly what they would do.
Yeah, they're still the same at their core. So I see
down.
The same thing happening. Yeah, same thing happening. Side nothing different.
So we go over to Punk Hazard though. 26 years in the past, we see Vegapunk, Clover, and they're talking, and also we see some dragons. That's pretty cool. And we find out that, we see some dragons. Not Monkey D dragon, but actual living, breathing, artificial dragons. And we also see this weird thing. In the first panel, or the first page, sorry, the bottom right panel, you see this weird Onigashima figure watching them. Is that the Punk Hazard logo? Is that Kaido? Is somebody spying on them? What the hell is that? I never noticed that until somebody pointed it out.
Yeah, I wasn't sure I saw it. I was like, is that who's who? It's not. But I was just wondering who it could be. But it could be a number, right?
Yeah, a number. That's a really good one. Yeah.
Could be a number. Either way, Vegapunk was experimenting on either numbers or king or this is what was happening at this point, right? So I'm leaning towards a number. Just because how they drew it, they knew we would reference something with Wano or Onigashima, so it has to be something with one of those guys. That's how I see it.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy though. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't notice it the first time around, but just going back, it's kind of creepy just to see. It's like one of those horror movies like Shudder, where you take a picture with your family and it's a nice little 4th of July picnic, and then you look at the picture again a year later and you realize there's a ghost in the background. You're like, what the hell?
I've never seen Shudder.
It's not a great movie, but for its time, it was good. I think it scared me as a kid, but nowadays it's it's kind of silly.
To be honest, I can't think of a movie that scares me now.
Yeah.
The last scary movie you watched was probably a horror movie that was just mostly a hack and slash.
Oh, so you don't like hack and slashes?
I do, but it's just not scary.
Yeah.
The Michael Myers movies. Not scary.
Well, it's kind of silly because I think in the last Michael Myers movie, they had a whole 50-man beat down on Michael Myers.
He's still okay.
Yeah, it was like Zoro at Whiskey Peak. Michael Myers was just going crazy over there, man.
He's indestructible, bro.
Yeah.
He's indestructible. He's amazing, actually.
Yeah. I'm a fan. Have you watched the Winnie the Pooh movies? The Blood and Honey ones? The horror movie?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's kind of... No, it's not scary. It's more like a hack and slash, too. There's a scene where Winnie the Pooh's fighting 5 guys in their truck, and it's so silly.
He said Winnie the Pooh's fighting 5 guys. That's insane.
The guys get out of the truck. They're like, "Huh, we heard you've been giving that little lady some problems, big guy. We're gonna have to teach you a lesson." And then Winnie the Pooh doesn't talk, so he's just drooling honey, and he's just fighting all these guys in the woods. It's so goofy, man.
You went to the theater to see this?
No, I watched it at home on Vudu. Yeah, I would not recommend going to theaters and watching this movie. It's not worth it. But
what's the last thing you saw in theaters?
Last thing I saw in theaters, I don't remember. I'm gonna go watch Longlegs though, and Deadpool comes out in I think a week.
Longlegs, what's that?
It's a horror movie about like this FBI detective going around looking for a serial killer who's satanic.
Oh, never heard about that before.
Yeah, it had really good marketing. I heard the movie's okay, so I want to go watch it. I like horror movies. I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah,
even though they're not scary.
Like, it's not like typically they don't. They're half the time they're not good movies, and another half the time it's not even like remotely scary. So it's tough to get a good horror movie. Like I don't know if you watched the Five Nights at Freddy's. I didn't.
No, I did not watch that. I heard good things about it, but I mean, I'm not a big Five Nights at Freddy's guy.
Corey Kenshin was in there, so I'm happy for him.
For like 2 seconds, right?
Like
a small
credits.
Cameo.
Yeah, he got an IMDb.
Fair.
IMDb credit. Yeah. So.
What was your last movie?
In theaters was Bad Boys.
Oh, I think Bad Boys was mine too, actually. Yeah.
Bad Boys was the last one. Before that, I don't even remember. Oh, Avatar before that.
Oh, yeah, you're a big Avatar fan. You love those blue people, man.
I love them.
I
just love how beautiful the movie is, bro. It's just amazing, man.
If the humans were the main characters, I would like it more, which you could argue they kind of are, but I was always rooting for them. I was rooting for them. I was like, please get rid of these blue people. Please take over the planet.
You know what this made me think about?
These resources, man.
How do you feel about Jinbei?
I like Jinbei. I like Jinbei a lot.
Okay.
See, okay, dude, Na'vi are different. They're like the long-limbed tribes from One Piece. They're so disgusting. And then they're over here shooting like, stones and arrows. They're like the kids from Wano, man. Like they're so lame. Like I don't think they deserve to have what they have. I think it belongs to us, the humans.
The planet?
Yeah, hey, it happens, dude, Like, it's not our fault that we develop spaceships and they're still playing around with twigs. It sounds like a skill issue.
Wait, but they turned into Na'vi to kind of like, to battle against the Na'vi,
Well, yeah, that's also because we want to get some insider information, right? Like, okay, imagine this, right?
True.
We are an invading force. If our planet was right next to theirs and we had easy access to like go to their lands, dude, we would stomp them. We would stop. Yeah, we wouldn't have to like get information. We would just go over here and take over. It'd be over. Yeah, a clean sweep.
Yeah, but you compare them to Long Leg and Long Arm, and you said they're disgusting.
Yeah, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt.
So that's how you feel about a Pooh?
Yeah. Yes, I feel that way about a Pooh. Yeah, this isn't a gotcha moment. Oh, a Pooh lover, huh? No. I hate
That's
a Pooh.
How you feel about Smoothie?
Yes. Well, Smoothie, no, because you don't typically see it.
He's Long Leg.
Yeah, but I sometimes forget she's Long Leg. You know why? Because she's not even in the freaking story. She's not even in the story, dude. She shows up like once every 5 years. Who?
Our boy
who?
Blue Gilly?
Blue Gilly, that loser. He couldn't even take out Dellinger. What do you mean our boy Blue Gilly? Dude, he's so lame. He had to team up with a long arm guy who's Hideo.
Let's be honest though.
Come on.
Dellinger is taking out half the Straw Hats.
Dellinger has a bounty of 16 million, brother. Like, I know bounties don't mean much. It's a frozen bounty because he's a part of Warlord crew, but dude, imagine having it on your rap sheet. You're in the new world and you lost to a guy with 16 mil. That's rough.
Dellinger's walking through Nami, Usopp.
Right now?
Yeah.
Right? No way you think Dellinger's beating Nami and Usopp right now.
Oh man, he's stomping them.
No. Okay.
He's stomping them.
Okay, you're trolling, dude. You're trolling.
In his high heels. Easy.
You know who I do want to stomp on? Clover's brother.
What does his brother do? He just died.
He just died.
He's a D.
I'm looking at the panel. He's just on the ground. Sorry, I wouldn't stomp on him, guys. So to all the Clover defenders out there, I wouldn't do it. But Clover's on the ground, groveling at the side of his dead brother, saying, "Hey, I don't know this guy. I'm a friend of his," which I think is hard to believe. I mean, we don't see what Clover's brother looks like, but if he's anything like Clover, I mean, you know how like because they're brothers, like the genetics run hard. It's like how Noland has like a little chestnut on his head, and then Cricket has a chestnut on his head. I promise you, Clover's brother has a clover on his head. That's the family name.
So I was looking up like plants that are similar to clovers.
Yeah. What do you got?
And you have a wood sorrel.
Wood sorrel. Okay.
Right. So maybe he has a wood sorrel on his head. A shamrock.
Oh, a shamrock would be really good.
All right. A shamrock. But either way, if you look closely, you'd be able to tell that this was his fucking brother. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, they both hail from the Clover family, you know.
Yeah, more than likely he had the same thing, like something similar to say as his brother. Clover just fucking lied. And I don't want to say he's pussy, right? Because, you know, most people probably lie there.
Yeah. You can't blame him.
And like, I don't know. I don't
know who this guy is.
But, you know, I'm coming back for revenge. You know, I'm coming back for revenge in some way. But Clover, he channeled it as, you know, saying, I'm going to turn it into
knowledge,
my fuel, and, you know, search for knowledge, even though I'm bad at pirating. Right, because I got caught 10 times. You know, how am I meant to accept the world? We could just die for having the wrong name. You know, so I got that. I understood him.
Yeah, it's like the Wano thematic again, huh? Just like the Kurozumi thing. Just like we have a name and we're being prosecuted, and we don't really deserve it.
I talked about. Well, I didn't talk about this, but I was talking about like the D clan and how like the Garp know. You know, the Garp. Did you know they were just killing D clan members? Is this why you were just really hard on recruiting Luffy and Ace to become Marines, because you knew they're just packing up D clan members? And if you did know, you know, how can you just turn a blind eye? You know, because at the end of the day, it's not just because you're a D clan member doesn't mean you're a pirate. You're just a D clan member. And that's fucked up.
Honestly, if I was a D clan member, I would just forget the name, to be honest.
Oh, this made me think about something too, where remember Vegapunk was saying, you know, among you there's whatever.
Yeah.
I was thinking like for the Marines, like what if they had like plants, right? Fake Ds.
Oh.
To kind of, you know, get more information, like how they use Clover to kind of flush out his people. Could they plant like fake D clan members to flush out the other D clan members?
Yeah, there's a fake D there. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, whereas like they have like a pirate that's undercover and it's like, oh, this is XD Drake, you know? And it's like, just to, because it's like them trying to flush out Clover and just keep releasing him to do that. I was like, oh, okay. They're doing some thinking. They were doing some thinking back then.
Yeah, I think the main problem is like who's the traitor at that point, right? Like who's the fake D? Because we don't have that many Ds in the story.
Well, that's the question. Mr. Blackbeard, Zero D? Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, there's no way Blackbeard's a government plan. He's too crazy for that.
No, I'm talking about like Blackbeard just like...
like in general, like a fake D.
Yeah, he made up his name. He knew about the D clan. He's like, oh, I'm Marshall D Teach.
I mean, why not, right? Like, it's just a middle name, dude. Like, if I was growing up on the island, I'd give myself a goofy middle name too. Like, oh, I don't have one. Sure, I'm a D. That's cool. Fuck it, dude. Why not? Why not?
Fuck it. You know, I'm already wanted anyway. I'm a pirate, so
yeah,
that's how I'm looking at it.
So we go on a little bit more. 22 years passed after Clover has left. Turns out he died. Big shocker. Ohara happened. Caesar's laughed it up. You know, he's like, oh, what a massacre. It looked so happy. It kind of made me happy a little bit, you know? I was like, oh, maybe Ohara was great. I don't know.
They finally got him.
Finally got him, that loser.
Finally got an archaeologist, Clover.
He was, dude. And then in the second panel of Caesar, he's actually dancing. You see that?
He's dancing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, why are you so happy about this?
Yeah, I wonder if he has some bad beef with Clover.
I think he just enjoys people dying. Like
You
he
think
just
so?
enjoys that.
No. You think Caesar's a maniac? No way.
You're right. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
You gotta be overthinking it.
Yeah. That's not Caesar at all.
Yeah. And also, I love how he's like, like, I wonder who's gonna carry on Clover's will while looking at a picture of Robin. Like, who's gonna carry on that all that knowledge?
Like, who's gonna do it, man? Even though some brat escaped.
Yeah, the one girl from Ohara, huh? That's weird.
79 million?
Yeah, 79 million. That's a big bounty.
That's more than most pirates that aren't in the New World.
It is. It's more than Dellinger.
All right, more than. Yeah.
Yeah, more than Dellinger.
I think you know what? I think you underestimate Dellinger just because he wears heels, bro. I think that's what it is. What was Bellamy's bounty?
Bellamy's bounty, he was what was he, like 600 million?
Bellamy?
I'm kidding. I think it was like 159,
right?
One Piece Bellamy. Bellamy's bounty
195.
is 195 is pretty good.
And
respectable.
And what happened?
He got destroyed by Dellinger.
All right. So,
but that was Bellamy after the Colosseum battles. He was worn out. He, he literally ran the gauntlet. Like
that was Dellinger without even breaking his heels in, bro. Like, imagine if he had like a couple more days to break these heels in. But also,
you gotta imagine, dude. Like Bellamy doesn't want to fight the Doflamingo pirates. Like those are his boys, his idols, his Superman.
I think after the fifth kick, you gotta do something.
Dude, I don't know about that. Like when we went up to the throne room, Doflamingo was sitting on this guy. I don't think he wanted to fight back at all.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really fight back against Dellinger, you know? It's not too much you can do.
If we were to rerun the dream match between Bellamy and Dellinger, who would win right now?
Oh, Dellinger.
Still?
Yeah.
Spring Hopper, though.
Every time you use Spring Hopper, it gets folded. We just stopped using that.
It's his death call, his death rattle.
It's like, stop using it, bro.
Oh,
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Spring Hopper!
If you had the Spring Devil Fruit, do you think you'd be able to use it better than Bellamy does?
For sure.
You think so?
Absolutely. I'm watching some Monkey D. Luffy tape, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just putting in the VHS. Yeah, and I'm going crazy. But he just does the same thing.
Like if somebody hits Bellamy, theoretically he could just turn his body into like a giant spring.
And then like have it recoil.
Go through him. Yeah. Even that, yeah, recoil every single attack that's thrown at you.
And if he was gay, that's crazy too.
Yeah, the springs are nuts. Springs are nuts.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool. So speaking of really cool, we see Tequila Wolf, and they're still enslaving people as well. Kind of nuts, huh? You know, Dragon saved him one day, but they just went back to business the next. We also see Zeph and Patty, they're chilling. Robin is crying. I feel like Robin's crying a lot in this chapter. You don't even see any tears here, which makes sense. I feel like the wells have dried up too. Like, what is this, like the fifth time in one day?
I feel like we've had Robin crying quite a bit. And then she got beat up by somebody, we don't know. So, yeah, it's been a tough arc for Robin. Even though, you know, it's unfortunate for the Straw Hats because we have all of them assembled. They kind of all get relegated to background characters when you talk about, and then, you know, you kind of focus on the two main characters. But I think for Robin, it makes sense why she's crying here, you know? Like, those words are going to resonate with her.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
100%.
It makes sense. I mean, I like seeing Robin emotional because she's normally the just quiet, morbid, not emotionless, but she kind of comes off that way a little bit. And I think these moments kind of,
she has like darker humor.
Yeah,
in most instances.
It makes her feel human, and I like it.
I like how he didn't even have to say the word Ohara or like mention Clover for her to know.
She knew.
She just knew. She's like, yeah, it's them.
Yep.
So we go down a little bit more. We go back to Zoro and Jinbei and the Thousand Sunny crew, and we see that they've made it on the ship. We don't know how they got a neck up on Venus, but Venus is now in the back foot. You know, he's running over. Oh, we see a shot of Lilith from behind. I didn't realize it until Cole tweeted it out, but Lilith is absolutely caked in that panel. I don't know why. That's crazy.
You watched the last anime episode. They is consistent. So
is
this
it really?
is consistent. So Lilith, I don't think it's just it's not just a filter. Lilith is really caked up back there.
Yeah.
So
Oda was not joking when he said that he studied he studied butt cheeks before coming to Agate Island.
I don't think he was joking either.
Yeah,
New York as well is cakey.
My God.
New York is cakey too, so
yeah.
Oda wasn't wrong.
Thank you.
Jinbei is too.
Why do you keep on bringing up Jinbei? Jinbei. It's like the third time you brought up Jinbei in the last 5 minutes. Is there something up? You just had fish this morning? What's going on?
I had some shark
meat. You know sharks are going extinct, man.
Good.
It's the Chinese, dude.
I mean,
my brethren.
Now?
Do we need sharks? I don't think so, but they're cool to have, right?
I guess
it's like if you're playing Minecraft, like why would you play Minecraft in peaceful mode? You need like some sharks in the ocean. You know what I mean?
They said they're like important for like their role in the ecosystem.
Yeah,
and maintaining like the species below them in the food chain, but
how are you like near the top of the food chain but you're going extinct? I guess you could say that for a lot of animals. I guess they just eat too much, and then like if
then humans
10% of them just go out, you're just dead.
Typically, if humans don't want you alive, you're not going to be alive.
Yeah,
it's kind of how it works. And so like a ton of apex predators, I believe, went extinct.
Yeah, a lot of them are just on the way out. I mean, with sharks too, though, sharks are attacking humans now. Have you seen that?
Oh, they just started?
Yeah. No. In Texas, actually. In Texas, funny enough. I think like 4 people got attacked back to back in the past month. And I saw a video. This lady got like her leg bitten off. It's insane.
Like all of it?
Not all of it, but like she had like a decent chunk out. Like you know she's not gonna walk again.
Wow, suck it up.
It's so sad. It's crazy.
Yeah, she gotta get over that.
Get over that.
Went to his house,
Yeah, beat up the shark.
Yeah, fight back.
Run it back. Round two. Like Bellamy versus Dellinger, right?
Fight back. You gotta fight back at some point. You can't just let a shark run through you like this.
Yeah.
Gotta show but now business. We know the T-Rex was going through back then. Where just out here just walking around, no baby arms, already disabled and getting taken out by people, just because he likes to eat.
Well, to be fair, T-Rexes didn't get taken out by people, right? I don't think humans ever had like a run-in with the dinosaurs. I think it'd be cool though.
You don't think they ever fought them?
Like our ancestors? I don't think so.
Think it was a meteor?
Well, yeah, I guess the meat. I think the meteor did like all the heavy lifting.
I think the meteor is fake news.
You think the meteor is fake?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, I think it's fake news. The meteor just came in and knocked out all the people that we needed. All the things we needed gone.
Yeah, it must have been the aliens.
Yeah.
You ever watch like ancient aliens? They always bring up something like that.
That is fake news?
Yeah, that is fake, or like, there's some like ancient gods that came out of the ground and got rid of them for us.
How do we know even like dinosaurs are real? How do we know that?
I guess just the bones, right?
Oh yeah, bones, definitely.
Bones and fossils.
Have you ever seen a dinosaur bone?
It looks like regular bones, but that head though, let me tell you, the head bone, god damn, looks cool.
That's like the moon landing, believing in that.
But here's the thing, like even if the moon landing's fake, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, Give the people something to look up to. If dinosaurs are fake, I'd say it's been a fun ride.
I wouldn't mind it because Jurassic Park came from it. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. A couple like Turok, right? A couple of dinosaur movies on the side too.
Turok the game?
Yeah, Turok the game. Yeah, we got the Turok games.
I still have that game.
Really? That's old, man.
Xbox 360.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. If dinosaurs are fake, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be like, you got me. You got me good, guys. Thank you, government.
Yeah, I think they could be fake, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're trying to bring back like extinct species, so one day we'll bring back dinosaurs too.
I just hope they don't do that. Like if they figure out a way to bring back like a T-Rex or a Velociraptor.
Really? Why?
Because we fuck things up, bro. Like, we still try to make like pit bulls like domesticated animals.
Yeah, that's a losing battle. That's a losing battle.
Like I see over and over on Twitter where like a pit bull ate his owner, or pit bull bit off of the. I'm like, bro, at some point.
Yeah, and the worst part is that like, you know, the owner, it's kind of their fault at the end.
Yeah,
but it's always sad when to see stories where it's like, oh, this lady was like walking outside and then a pit bull attacked her because this guy didn't have her on a leash. It's like, dude, hell.
Yeah, I feel like a lot for these dogs, you need at least some like maybe higher clearance, you know?
Yeah.
Or, like not just anybody can own them. I know they're banned in a bunch of states already.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you can't own one. Yeah, you can't own pit bulls in certain states and counties and shit like that. So, you know, they're taking precautions.
I think they'd be useful in a war. Like if like America ever got invaded, just release the pit bulls.
They might turn on the handler.
No, you put them outside, lock the door. The pit bulls go wild.
Hey,
the Koreans are here. The Koreans are here. Just release the pit bulls. Let them go.
Go do work. No, I think I trust German shepherds for that.
Yeah, I mean German shepherds are like they're versatile.
Mm-hmm. They listen. They actually listen.
Yeah, you know, looking at the panel right now, Atlas is kind of like a pit bull attacking Lilith out of nowhere, huh?
Felt like it was out of nowhere.
Yeah. And then she just clicks her head and then boom. Or not click, but like snaps. So the GPS is now turned off. York thinks she's dead. And it's a whole little segment here. And York believes it too. York is like, yo, Lilith's gone. I feel like this is something that's a little bit silly. Like, I understand, like, oh, from York's perspective, Lilith went offline. But here's the thing. Lilith is tapped in on Discord. You know, she's tapped in on the team call. She could easily go to the, like, not even go to the Gorosei, but just say, hey, guys, which one of you killed Lilith? Nobody? No, only Venus is up here? Venus is still running? Oh, so I'm being pranked, right? Like, yeah. I feel like if you just put some thought into it, if you take 2 seconds to just ask, like, who did it, it would be, like, completely cleared up for her. But, you know, she's not known to be the smartest Vegapunk, so I guess it kind of falls in line with her character.
I'll let her hear you say that.
What? Is that what you've been saying?
Like, I tricked all of them.
Yeah. Wait, how do you feel about this?
I didn't really care. I tried to, like, care.
Yeah.
Where it's like, Atlas doing this big sacrifice. I was like, just go kill yourself. Like, what are you waiting on?
Just die. Damn, dude, you don't like Atlas, do you?
I don't have any connection to Atlas, you know? Like,
yeah, I feel that.
Remember she got packed up earlier by Rob Lucci. She was like, all right, damn, Atlas is gone, damn.
Yeah, I thought she was dead right there. I was surprised they brought her back.
Here she is again. And so I think Atlas just reminds me of one of the issues in One Piece. And it's just like meaningless death.
It's a little bit like a pager. Like, she didn't have to do this.
He really didn't have to do this, but I understand why it's necessary, right? It's a moment for her. Like, she can't go with the crew. They got to pack up most of the satellites. And so she has her moment in the sun, right? So I get it. Yeah. But it's like, it's hard for me to say, man.
Yeah. I'm not, you know, I'm not pulling a Robin, you know. I don't have my hand over my eyes like, damn it.
Atlas.
No, say it ain't so.
Oh my god, I thought
Atlas. I thought you'd make it.
I don't give Atlas at all. So you know, shout out to Atlas. Shout out to Atlas for like making that sacrifice and willing to do that, you know. But I think she'd be back at some point because she's just a satellite. So
yeah, I mean, it also goes into like how the satellites view themselves, right? They're just there to protect the stellar body and the other one. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice sacrifice, but like you said, like, I don't feel like it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's really cool, but it's not like I'm not like shedding tears over it.
No,
it's just one of those things passes by.
Fix.
So we go down a little bit, and then we're back on the coast. Hound is like, "Yo, what the hell's going on here? I don't have the faintest idea." And also, I like the hype they put behind Jupiter. They call him a snake.
That's not a snake.
Dude, they don't even say worm. They say a snake. I love that, man. I've been the number one Jew Peter supporter for a while now, and I'm glad he's finally getting his comeuppance. You know, people are finally giving him the flowers. You know, this guy.
You like my sword?
Why'd you whip out this sword?
You like my sword?
Cool sword.
This is what they're saying. This is exactly what they're saying. They're calling that thing a snake, then this is a sword.
I believed you. It could be like a lightsaber, right? Like, what is that? Oh, it's a knife? Oh my god, close enough! Close enough! Wait a minute. Yeah, you're helping my agenda. Yeah, Jew Peter's a snake, confirmed.
I guess, bro. I guess. I if you want to call him a snake, you call him a snake, but that is just an ugly worm, bro. I'm so disappointed.
He has the best design out of the Gorosei.
I don't think he does at all. It's not even second or third.
Really? So I jump between first and second. I think Jew Peter and Marcus Mars, they go so hard.
Mars is probably one, then it's Nesjuro.
I don't like Nesjuro that much.
And I think people are starting to warm up to War Curie. But
no,
this worm
nobody's
thing,
warming up to War Curie.
This worm thing, I don't think so. And Saturn is probably better than that worm as well.
Saturn looks really cool. Saturn's like my third place pick.
Why do you like that worm? Do you like Dune that much?
I hate Dune.
Shit.
I think it's the teeth. I think it's the teeth and the X on the head and like the little the black clouds. Like I feel like it all adds really well to Jupiter. The teeth are the teeth. Oh my god. So we see that Jupiter goes in to attack Emeth. Emeth, the laziest robot known to mankind, can't even fire off a single attack. Gets his side bitten off. It's like what Akainu did to Whitebeard.
Listen, bro, Emeth is just rusty. Crazy. All right,
he's rusty.
He's just rusty.
I gotta admit, I'm becoming a fan of Emeth though. Like as the chapters go on, seeing him like do the little gag with Luffy, like, "Hey, I'm talking about you, Joy Boy." You know, like it's great. It's great.
Yeah, well, yeah. The thing from Emeth that I think about is just like the personality traits, where they're coming from.
Yeah.
I got to give it to you. The teeth of
Jupiter.
They're perfect. You know, I just want to wonder, like, I'm asking, like, what toothbrush do you use? Is it electric? You know, what toothpaste?
Does he brush his own teeth, or does he have like the Marie Ross Soleil's brush his teeth for him?
Because they are perfect, bro. They are amazing teeth. You got that one.
He has like one slave per tooth, just taking care of it.
Just perfect teeth.
Damn.
But I don't know. I did like the little gag with Emeth and Luffy. With Luffy, I mean, but Luffy just being Luffy, like, who's Joy Boy that they're talking about, you know?
Yeah.
And my thing though is like, where did this personality come from with Emeth? Like, is somebody bonded to the armor? Is this Alphonse? Get out, you know? Like, is Alphonse in there? So I don't. I'm wondering now about the past and like were souls bonded to armor, or like is this like a race of people that were created? I don't know, or like this sentient ass robot is it's actually insane. So
it's actually alive.
Yeah, it's alive and it has memories and it remembers things and it can connect. It has the voice of all. What? This is a lot for.
But also,
robot.
like it's like unlike a robot or like an actual person, it needs the drums of liberation to walk around. Like what the hell?
So it's like, what is it? You know, what is it based off of? So that's what got me thinking. Like I really didn't care as much for Emeth and his antics, because I think Emeth is kind of mid. You'll see, because he looks like he's about to just kill himself. Right? It looks like he's
just pulling an Atlas.
Blow himself up.
Atlas,
he's
Pedro,
about to pull an Atlas. So but I'm just more intrigued in like his history and where he came from. You know, just behind like a fucking robot thing that is this sentient.
Yeah, I think the conversation around Emeth is a lot of fun. Still not my favorite design, but I am interested to see what he whips out next chapter. Do you think he whips out like a explosion? Do you think he is going to blow himself up?
So this is the time you spoke of, right? And it's just like either he's going to blow himself up. He has like something. Well, okay, he can't blow himself up necessarily because I don't think anybody else can get killed, right? Like he can blow up the Gorosei. So I guess that gives him that that way where he can blow himself up to buy them time to escape, but it's not going to be a big enough explosion to destroy like Device Admirals and shit like that. So
yeah,
a self-destruct button makes sense. I don't see him pulling out something to hold him off that long, but it's just whatever he's going to do is going to hold him off long enough so that they can escape. So
that's fair.
yeah.
I feel like he's gonna whip out a sword.
A blade.
Yeah, I think you foreshadowed it, Oda. When you whipped out that little knife earlier, I think Emeth's gonna do the same thing.
Maybe
If it's not an explosion, of course.
But if he pulls out a blade, like I don't know how that changes anything.
Maybe it's like so the way I see it is like I see this robot and I kind of see Frankie in a way. He's essentially like Joy Boy's Frankie. So it's like maybe it's like the General Frankie where, you know, Frankie whips out the V saber. Maybe he'll whip out the D saber. Why are you laughing, dude?
All right.
Why are you laughing?
No, you're right. You're right. I can see that happening.
Yeah. You could see Emeth whipping out the D saber next chapter.
Yeah.
Fair
Why
enough.
not?
Fair. So we end off, and you know, Saturn has finally jumped on the giant ship. He's made it aboard, and I'm gonna be quite honest. I'm not that intimidated by Saturn anymore. I mean, a single Gorosei I don't think is really that intimidating, especially when there's Gear 5th Luffy, Dory, and Brogy right there ready to fight him. And then of course we have like Sanji, Kuma, you know, Frankie, Bonnie. Like, I don't think Saturn is going to be able to, you know, quote, not let them escape at this point. I feel like he's gonna get cooked.
Yeah, bro, we haven't cared about Saturn in a long time.
Yeah,
You know?
great design, but let me tell you, like, attack power wise, he's not looking too good.
Like he came in strong, came in hot. Then everything just went downhill from there. So I don't know. I'm kind of over Saturn. He's not gonna do much. I think what Emeth is gonna whip something out to just immobilize the Gorosei until the Straw Hats can get away. I'm intrigued with York though, like what happens with her, because she's super elated with everything that's going on. But
yeah,
you know,
I think York is she's kind of primed up to be a celestial dragon. Like nobody's gonna fight her anymore. Nobody that wants to kill her is on the Labo phase anymore either. Like the Straw Hats left, Atlas is dead. You know, like, I feel like she's good. Like, unless Emeth blows himself up and takes the whole island with him, I think York is going to be fine. I agree
with that.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, I think the world government needs York for the final war, considering the fact that she can reproduce the Mother Flame. Like, if they don't have the Mother Flame anymore, then that's such a massive L on their part.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, with York, she could be very useful, or they feel like, we're not going to depend on any punk again, so maybe they throw her in jail. Regardless, she's not going to be a celestial dragon.
You don't think so?
No. Hell
no. No.
She's not going to get her wishes, unfortunately.
I hope she does. I think she deserves the world.
You think she deserves the world?
Yeah.
I don't.
Damn.
She's thick though.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I believe it. So
she's thick as hell.
Here's a fun little theory for you. With Saturn, do you think he's been portrayed so badly that Oda's going to one-up it, and he's going to have the Thousand Sunny drop on his head? Kind of like how Frankie ran over Big Mom. Because in the panel where Saturn, he jumps on the ship, we look up and literally the Thousand Sunny's falling from the sky. And they talked about how they need something to land on, or, they need something to, break their fall. Do you think there's a chance it just hits Saturn?
That'd be dope. But the thing is, Saturn has shown himself to be so fucking durable. It's just hard to see anything affecting him, especially the Sunny, So it's just I don't know. I think it would take a little bit more.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish the best for Saturn. Hopefully he performs well next chapter. Hopefully he,
fuck him.
Oh no.
I'm ready for whatever the twist that the editor talked about.
Oh yeah. The editor, yeah, they mentioned that. Did they say Egghead Island has one more big twist, or did they say a big twist in general?
Egghead Island.
Ooh.
So that means that it's not going to go the typical way that we expect. Something else is going to happen. So, that could be Saturn joining the crew. Who knows?
Saturn joining the crew. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm excited for the big twist. Next week's chapter, to end us off on, we have a 27th anniversary special. We have a color spread, cover page, or color spread and cover page of Shonen Jump, and a chapter all at once. So I feel like whatever Oda's cooking here, I feel like it's going to coincide with Vegapunk's message. It looks like he's getting to the final parts of it. And yeah, like, do you have any final thoughts about this chapter, Brago?
Good chapter. I think it gets better every time you read it, considering just like some of the character stuff that Oda was doing in this chapter. I think for the most part it is a consistent chapter in regards to character, but it does make you look at some of these characters, specifically Vegapunk, in a unique light, right? Because I mean, for the most part, I've always had Vegapunk as gray, where it's just about science, you know.
Yeah.
And, I think this kind of confirms how I was feeling about him, where I was like, I don't know about this guy. Like, I don't think he's a bad person, but I don't think he cares about the outcome. And you know, with him in the past, it was just like, bro, I don't care. Like, I work for the world government. Be safe. You know. Then after he dies, he's like, oh shit, you were willing to die for it, and you know, so. Him coming and crying and asking for apologies is really consistent with how he is. But the thing is, I think he'd do it all over again the same way.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he'd change anything, you know? So I did like that consistency. But no, overall, a good chapter. Just feels a bit... It starts to feel a bit... This chapter wasn't even dragged out. I think we're just like waiting for something of significance to happen. Because like York dying... not York dying. Atlas dying. Nobody cares about it. The Gorosei, they just gonna regen. Like, what of significance is gonna happen towards the end to put a stamp on this arc? Because I think a lot of people are waiting to crown this arc as a top 5 arc, but then they're like, okay, like the last 4 or 5 chapters have been tough. You know, how can we stamp this arc as indeed a top 5 arc? So
yeah.
The ending you have to nail it with the ending.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about the ending of any arc, like, Oda usually ends strong with all these fights, so I'm excited to see what it pulls out, man.
Usually.
Yeah, that's why I said usually. I kind of dragged that one out a little bit. Yeah, usually.
Do you think Wano ended strong with the fight?
Luffy versus Kaido? I wish it was just one consistent thing, but outside of that, I enjoyed it.
Did you enjoy that more, or Shanks versus Green Bull?
I didn't care for the Shanks portion of the Green Bull fight, but I did like Green Bull versus the Scabbards a lot, because I thought that was such a unique matchup.
I keep forgetting you're an Admiral guy.
Really? Why? You're an Admiral guy too.
Yeah, I am. But I'm a Shanks guy, you know? So,
yeah, fair.
Yeah,
like Shanks is cool. So. I just like his fights. There's nothing there, man. Like, he shows up, he flexes hockey, and it's amazing. But it's like, it's fine, okay, like I'd rather have Shanks come onto Wano and beat Green Bull down to the ground. I think that would be. I would hype that up. That's great. But just, you know, coming over and flexing for like 2 seconds, like it was fun. It was fun. But I kind of want. I want more. You know, greedy.
More than Wi-Fi hockey.
Yeah.
You want a divine departure from across the world.
I think I just want a full-on Shanks fight. I think that's what it is.
I feel like we've been saying that about every character.
Yeah, I mean,
I want a full-on.
Yeah, I just want a full-on fight, dude. Just, you know, start to finish. You know, no cutaways. Just let me see like a Sukuna fight. Just give us one of those.
Yeah, good luck with that. This is One Piece, bro.
Yeah, good luck. I mean, One Piece does have good fights at the end. Like, whenever Oda does put his back to it, he gets good. It gets good. But yeah, thank you, Braga, for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it. Hopefully your favorite Gorosei member, Jupiter, does more next chapter. And yeah, see you for the 27th anniversary.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.